Welcome back to the Curse of Strahd, where our heroes, the Silver Stakes, are trapped in the land of Barovia, a land encased by mists and ruled by the cruel vampire Strahd von Zarovich. Last time, after Strahd declared that he would destroy Vallaki in 10 days, our heroes got to work on their various tasks to try and tip the balance in their favor. The group arrived at the Amber Temple, the supposed birthplace of Strahd's power. Their guide, the Dusk Elf, Casimir Velkolov, was searching for a way to revive his dead sister, whilst the group was searching for a prophesized item that would help them fight off Strahd. They managed to find said item, the holy symbol of Ravenkind, which, in Maldraf's hands, glows with tremendous power and could be used to fight back the forces of the undead. However, due to his self-destructive tendencies, when Casimir fell for a curse placed on a certain statue, becoming enraptured with it and refusing to part from it, the group decided to leave him behind and come back for it after investigating the other Amber sarcophagi. With the help of a lich with terrible memory problems, the Silver Stakes found the final 3 Amber sarcophagi, containing the power to create liches, vampires, and the gift to revive the dead, no matter when they died. However, despite the warnings of possible corruption if they took the wish, 2 of the party accepted the dark bargains. Seth accepted the power to revive the dead and managed to hold on to his soul, though he appears to have become one of the undead himself. Ward accepted the power of vampire, and whilst he was able to hold on to part of his soul, his fear and paranoia was amplified to the point where he turned on the group, throwing their friendship back at them with harsh words and threatened to kill them so that he could obtain the full power of the contract. It paid them to do it, but Jean and Maldraf were forced to put him down, and without any method to bring him back to life, Lord Backbreaker now lies dead in the depths of the Amber Temple, another victim of the darkness ruling Barovia. Our heroes are heartbroken, and Jean, angered by what he'd been forced to do, slammed his blade into the Amber sarcophagi, destroying both it and the power of the vampire contract. But in doing so, seems to have angered the very land itself. 6 days remain. You are surrounded by vampire spawn, and you hear on the wind a familiar voice scream, "What have you done? No, to the temple! No! Kill them! Kill them all!" And on that note, roll initiative, please.
Oh, God.
Nothing like a deep cliffhanger for Rob going straight into
It's been 2 months and I am not prepared.
Also, side note, apologies, that was the internet problems on my end. Anyway, with that, it looks like, okay, at the top of the round, we have Seth, followed by, let's see, yeah, Keldred, followed by Maldraf, and then oh no, wait, Maldraf, you and me are gonna have to roll off.
There you go.
Okay, so Keldred, them, then Maldraf, and finally Jean. Okay, and with that, we get to the top of the round. And Seth, just quickly before you start, you also hear a ghostly voice in the back of your head, and it says, "To use this power, seek out the remains of the one you want to revive. But remember, you can only use this power once." And with that, you're up.
Very quickly, Seth's going to see if he's got a pulse.
Okay, make me a medicine check. You're kind of fumbling around. Honestly, the situation's been so terrifying. The situation's so chaotic, you're not really thinking straight right now. It's like, do I have a pulse? Do I have a pulse? Oh god, why is my skin pale? Oh god, what's everything going? What the hell is happening? Okay, Maldraff, why did you roll those?
I forgot to do it last session, but when I reduce a creature to 0 hit points, I get 2d6.
Oh,
temporary hit
right,
points.
the blood spear. Yes, okay.
I thought I'd best do that because I may need those hit points.
Okay. So, yes, you still... No, I'll give you that for free. You still have your action and stuff, but yeah, long of it is, you're too panicked by the situation of what's going on to really think straight.
These vampires right in front of me coming directly at me.
At the moment, they've only just awakened, so they're trying to figure out what the heck's going on at the moment.
Right, I'm going to Hunter's Mark the one directly in front of me.
Okay.
And yeah, I'll open up with a sharpshooter.
Ooh.
With advantage this round.
Okay.
Holy
Okay,
shit.
that 20 hits. Go ahead and roll. Huh, okay.
Oh, I forgot to put roll in, didn't I?
Yeah,
It's
there we
been
go.
a while.
It's fair. This is a hell of a time to drop us all back in it.
I mean, that's what happens when you don't play like since last decade, isn't it?
Okay, so you do right. Yeah, you fire an arrow and it slams straight into the vampire's upper chest. It shrieks, and it's a painful wound, but it's still looking pretty strong.
I'll have to repeat.
Okay. Yeah, that definitely is.
Bloody hell.
Crit when I
Holy
want,
crap.
apparently.
Yep, Seth's
That's a
starting
self.
out the new year the same way as always, as he means to go on.
Whenever Seth panics, he becomes a destroyer. Okay. Okay, so quickly do that.
I
Okay.
would whistle, but I can't.
Yeah, I know you, Peg. And if anyone in the chat says you just put your lips together and blow, I will murder them. Anyway.
Gosh, I was waiting for them to say it.
Yeah, I've not really got anywhere to run to, so yeah, I'm not moving this turn.
Okay, you strike another other blows, almost near the same chest area. Oh yeah, the vampire goes, and it is still on its feet and ready to attack. And with that, we go to Keldrin.
2 questions. First, could I hear where the Strahd voice was coming from, or was it just kind of all present beyond?
Yeah, it was kind of all around you.
Well, that's no fun.
It's kind of it's as if the wind itself was booming a very angry voice.
Okay. Did we, in our previous encounters with these spawnlings, do we know if daylight does anything to them?
I will say yes, because Jean did carve them up with the sun sword.
All right, I'm dropping a daylight spell in the center of the room on one of the flagstones right here. which
Okay.
covers a 60-foot radius, so the entire space is lit up in daylight, y'all.
No. Okay. So, you focus the energy in your hand, and a small globe of light begins to fill the room. And the instant you do so, all the vampires start going. They all desperately try and shield their eyes, but you can see small wisps of steam slowly coming off their skin. Like, this is the worst possible environment for them right.
Okay. And with that, she is going to cower and pretend to be invisible against the wall, but she's not. That's my turn. I don't really know where to go from here, so just hanging out. Save me!
Okay, with that, it comes to their turn. I'm just going to double check something. Let's see. Okay. Okay. So the first thing you see is the vampires all start to shriek as their skin starts to boil and burn as they are exposed. So just need to adjust all the HP.
Oh, I did damage. Yes.
Yeah, these guys do not like to be out the sun.
I was hoping for like giving them disadvantage or something, but damage works. The most passive attack, very in character.
I like how Keldrin's always got like the strong AoE attacks, and she always feels so bad. It's like, oh no, like those what were they? Those little sprite things in the house.
Oh yeah, the treants, yeah.
These all come running out so enthusiastically just to get vaporized.
Okay, and okay, this one comes straight in for you. It has disadvantage on its attacks as well.
Yep. That saved you from a natural 20.
Okay, so the first attack hits, and you take 17 points of slashing damage as it comes in with its claw. But then, as it comes in for the second attack, you use the momentum of the pain to bend over and duck down, and causing it to slam its claws straight into the amber sarcophagi. You're just going, and it takes 1 point of damage as its claws are down.
I would have laughed so hard if that killed it.
Not quite. And this one, let's see. Okay, this one's gonna move up and attack you, Jean, but it's just gonna be a.
Yeah, figured as much.
And that's a miss. It comes in. Trying to
That's a
slap
straight
Ashley
attack.
in the back.
Oh, that was on Seth. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Yes. So it's a straight attack roll. So its first attack, you easily block it. The second one. Also misses. It misses, and now the two attacks are coming for the one. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, this. You managed to block the attacks of the one on behind you, but the one in front then leaps ahead. You take, let's see, 9 points of slashing damage, and then 14 for the second attack as it just slams into you one after another. This guy is then going to. Where are they going to go? It is going to step almost on top of Ward's corpse as it leaps forward to attack you, Matt. Apologies, Ward.
So disrespectful, these vampires.
Oh, wow. Saved you from... Oh, that's a disadvantage, though, so it saved... I'm pretty sure that's
yes.
two misses.
Yep.
Yes, you're right. It is still the disadvantage. So, the two attacks, remind me, what's your AC again, Maldron?
19.
Okay, yeah, so both attacks miss. As this guy leaps straight in for you, you easily manage to block, just using the blood spear, go, just knock the attacks away. This one, Let me just check the range here.
I love how I'm disrespectful back. I've got a shield to block, but I use it with block him with a spear.
I should not have taken less damage because the damage in the chart there is for the first attack being a crit.
Let's see. Oh, right. Yes, good point. Good point. Yeah, in that case, take the 8 off. You gain 8 hit points back. Okay, this one's going to come in and try and hit you as well, Maldra.
It's going to be like that, is it?
But it misses again as this time you wield your shield round and block the 2 attacks coming in.
The second one should. Oh no, it's still disadvantage. Whoops.
Yeah, it's still disadvantage. Like the other reason the other one hits aside from the high roll is because of they were flanking, so it would have been advantage normally, but because anyway, this guy is now just going to do a claw. Okay, I presume the 17 hits.
AC of 19.
Seth.
So... Seth.
Oh, Seth.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's bang on the dot.
Okay, so you take 6 points of slashing damage as you manage to avoid one attack coming in, but then you take a slash across the shoulder as this guy goes straight in. And with that, Maldraff, you're up.
Right, I'm going to attack the one right in front of me and see if we can do something.
Okay.
I'm going to
Okay.
roll again just in case I crit.
Okay.
I did not.
Okay, but you definitely hit with the first attack, so go ahead and roll damage. Okay, so you straight forward as it reels back, about to follow up on the attack the blood it's let on John. You just stab it straight in the back to stop it moving, and it takes it takes 17 points of damage.
And I'm going to use my Divine Strike on that one for an extra 6.
Okay, so let me just calculate all that damage. Let's see. Okay, so it's literally you thrust forward, stab it in the back, and then a spark of black flame ignites, burning into it, and that's another as it shrieks and heals back. It's still up on its feet, but it's looking pretty rough.
And then a spiritual weapon as well.
Okay.
Spiritual weapon's back.
Unfortunately, it misses. Yeah.
And that'll be me.
As he ducks out of the way to avoid a scythe. Jean, you're up.
Okay. Yeah. Jean is beyond the point of rationality right now. I'm going to say, without even consciously realizing he's doing it, he'll second win.
Okay. So, as but purely on instinct, between ragged breasts, you just the anger resolve is burning in your eyes, and you gain 11 hit points as the adrenaline starts pumping.
And yeah, for the first time, tapping into the man who wiped out an entire band of outlaws single-handedly, with a howl of fury, he's going to unload on this vampire between himself and Maldraff with the Sun Sword.
Okay. And because you have advantage because they're flanking.
26 and 21.
That's both are solid hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
57.
Okay, I didn't even have to double that. Yeah, you just do one cold slice straight through it. It was already recovering from the stab wound to the back, but you just instantly slice through it, and it just crumbles to dust.
Yep, not even thinking and not even caring that he's going to be attacked because of it. He's going to move over here for flanking with the next one, just wheeling the sword around.
So you still get disadvantage on that, though, don't you?
Yeah. So let me just double check. Your AC is 18, is it?
Yes.
Okay, so you take 6 points of slashing damage, but like you said, you're just so focused on adrenaline, you're not even paying attention to it right now. So go ahead and make your attack.
I'm just getting flanking for now. Those are my 2 attacks.
Oh, okay, right. Okay, I get it. Yeah. All right. And so with that, we come back to the top of the round, and as all of this is going on, hear Strahd's voice once more as he go, I only had 2 dreams in this life. To be with Tatiana and to escape this land. And you took them both from me! And with that, Seth, you're up.
I'm gonna attempt to take down the one from before.
Okay. Okay, the first one's a hit. Go ahead and roll the
Yep, so that's 13.
Oh wait, no, that is the damage. Yeah,
And
okay,
now
I'll leave that there.
Colossus Slayer and Hunter's Mark on.
Okay.
For an additional 3 points.
Okay. So
And then the second strike.
okay, so that is that hits.
16
And that's a
damage.
total. Yep, so pretty much like a moving target, you're firing the arrows at close range, and it's slowly developing, almost like looking like a porcupine. Just one arrow after another is slamming into its head, and it's flinching every time, and you can tell that it's like chipping it away the stone. You're slowly doing damage, and it is looking weaker and weaker, but it is still up and ready to strike at this point. And with that, Keldrin, you're up.
Okay. Hello, guys. I would like to expend 4 charges from my ice staff and cast Ice Storm. I would like... It's a 20-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point within 300 feet. I would like to place it... Whoops. I totally always fucking fail at this circle business.
Okay, so... where you place it in it right now? Hang on, let me see if I can move it.
Is that 20 foot?
About there, is it?
Is that 20 foot? I think it's
Let
a
me
bit
just
too
check.
small. I'd like
think
to catch this
Yeah,
lady
that's
over
20 foot.
here as well. No, radius though. Radius.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Okay. I like to catch basically these 3 vampires because I think I can't catch the others without dealing damage to my party as well.
And remember, they have to make a dex save, do they?
Yes. Hang on. Yes.
Okay.
Dex save.
And
Is that also a disadvantage because of their sunlight?
Yep, it is. So they're gonna make.
Oh, no.
Oh, you ruined their shit! Oh god, you completely ruined their shit.
Okay, one of them needed 15. Does that pass?
I think 15's my DC. Let me double check.
Okay, so one succeeds, the other 2 fail.
All right, I'll roll the damage then. On a failed save, yes. Okay, 2d8 bludgeoning and 4d6.
Good
Okay.
god!
Alright, so that's the bludgeoning.
And that's the cold.
Okay.
And if they
so,
succeeded, half as much. So half the damage.
Okay, that's fair. So, let me see here. Okay, so
My save is 16. Boom, bitch!
Ah, okay, they all failed. So, okay.
Holy shit!
Right, so I'm just doing some quick look in my head. That is, yeah, okay. So you raise the staff above yourself, and you actually hear.
Come on,
the voice-
wizard dude! I'm doing a thing. Help!
and you actually hear the wizard dude going, "Behold my power, you disgusting undead!" And a huge, Seth, you are inches away from it as this sudden tornado of ice suddenly erupts, this furious cold wind, and on the ground below you, the ground below instantly freezes, and it almost sparkles with the sunlight as well. And the vampires are all shrieking as this hail and cold wind drives through them. But the hail they're kind of pretty much ignoring, but the sheer cold is tearing them apart. And you see the vampire ahead of them, already weakened by the arrows, just slowly ices over before shattering and just collapsing in front of you.
Holy shit, that's cool!
Thanks, wizard dude. Okay. Also,
meanwhile-
the area of effect is now difficult terrain until the end of my next turn. That's why I did the whole circle business. So just so you guys.
Okay, and
That's
with that, yeah, and with that, the other two vampires, they're standing, but they are slowly icing over and just shrieking as the cold is whipping straight through them. But with that, it comes round to their turn. This guy is gonna move up. This cold-making guy is gonna move up towards you, Jean.
They also take the damage again, I believe.
Oh yeah, rated damage. You're right. Thank you. Good shout. Good shout.
Yeah, I'm well aware of this because, believe it or not, I was planning to fight a vampire in another session literally yesterday. My weekend is over vampired, y'all.
Okay, so then it's now it's kind of like you sometimes see those weird phenomena when volcanoes are iced over. They are only you can see that they are covered in frost, but they are also steaming. So it's a weird combination with these two. As this one comes up to attack you.
Ah! It's too close to me. Oh no! Too close. Ah!
And that's a misuse of disadvantage.
Yep.
And that one's also a miss. So the eye comes out to attack, but the frost is slowing down its movement, so you're easily able to deflect it. And this guy is going to move around so that they can start flanking you, Maldrath. But I believe that gives you an attack of opportunity, Jean. So.
Yeah. Oh, and that's an advantage because that vampire started its turn in.
Yes.
24.
Okay, that's a direct hit.
21.
Okay, it tried to get it's seeing you have a vampire recognizing it tries to zip back round towards you, Maldrag. You Lujan are able to cut it across the back. It shrieks as the sunlight burns into it and leaves a hideous gash, but it is still charging straight at you. And okay, hang on 1 second. Okay, there we go. Now, it is going to attack you, Jean. Sorry, Maldra. All over the place, right. And these are the straight attack. Okay, so the first one is a 21 with hits, and that's followed by a nat 1. Okay. So, on the first attack, you take 10 points of slashing damage as it comes in, it's a stab straight into the into your shoulder. And as it comes in for an attack, it's about to strike you when your eyes flare with an unnatural power, and it just pauses for a moment, but then gets back into a fighting stance, just in...
Constant attack. That's the power of Maldrath, people.
All right.
And meanwhile, this other vampire is going to launch an attack against you. Again, it's just a straight attack. Okay, so 2 17s.
Both misses.
Okay, this one comes round and you just have enough time to block both claw attacks, one with your shield, one with the spear. And there's just this guy left who is going to attack you.
Maldrath's just blocking like a boss right now.
Unfortunately, both 25. So you take 8 points of slashing damage as this guy literally leaps out of the snowstorm, blindsiding you, almost kind of like a snow version of that bit in Full Metal Alchemist where Lust just leaps out the flame. They just leap out and just slices you on both sides of the chest, and you take 16 points of slashing damage.
Wait, one of those was an 8.
Disadvantage, right? So it's 1.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Okay. So, sorry. Yeah, you're right. I'm getting confused. So,
I
okay.
will live for another round.
Yes. So the first attack, so you barely manage to dodge the first attack as it leaps out the snow. It then suddenly surprises you with a sharp swipe across. So you just take 8 points of slashing damage. Okay. And okay. Apologies for that. And with that, Maldrath, you're up.
I'm going to attack the one that Sven took his attack of opportunity against.
Okay.
Shame I can't get flank him, but oh well.
You're Maldrath, you don't need it.
Nice.
You're Maldrath, you don't need it.
That's a definite hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. Okay, so yeah, that is a lot of... Okay, that's 13 points, 12 points of damage. So you stab it in the chest, and it shrieks and hisses violently. Still alive for the moment, but it's looking...
I'll use my Death Strike on it as well.
Okay, another explosion. You, once again, as it shrieks on the end of your spear, you channel the energy, and another spark of black flame just goes... It stumbles back against the wall, and it's still up, but it's looking... It is looking like one more blow is going to knock it over. It's just going...
Oh, don't fail me now, spiritual weapon.
Oh yeah, spiritual weapon. Oh no, spiritual weapon.
As the spiritual weapon comes in, the vampire just catches it and then just sort of throws it back out purely on instinct.
One day that spell will pay off.
And with that, Jean, you're up.
Okay, so this vampire is in immediate proximity of someone who Jean cares very much about, so he's going to move into flanking with it and destroy it.
Okay. Okay.
30 and a 27.
Both definitely hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
40 points.
I suspected it was academic at this point. You just one slash. You just, as it's already hissing, it notices Keldrin in the corner, but with just like a single step and a stroke, Jean just goes slices it diagonally. So from your side, Keldrin, all the vampire does go and crumbles into dust in front of you.
And giving you a delightful perspective on Jean looking faintly like an unhinged battle-lusted lunatic. And now I'd like to move into flanking with Maldrath.
The
Okay.
glimpse you caught of Keldrin was just tear-streaked, panicked, hyperventilate.
You know what? I relate!
Alright, you get into position, make your attack roll.
That was my 2 attacks.
Oh.
I wanted to just make absolutely certain.
Oh, okay. In fact, let me just do a quick calculation. That's it. Okay, yeah, yeah. You needed the 2 attacks to finish it off. Okay, so I'll just say that was an X attack with total part. Okay.
Yeah, basically, in John's current mindset, he's unloading every single thing he has into single targets until everything stops moving.
Fair enough. All right. In that case, we cut back to the top of the round, and as it does, you hear the voice. As you hear Strahd go, all I needed to do to escape was to find the successor. What could have been the one? But, and with that, we come back to the top of the round. Seth, you're up.
Seth's going to do what he does best, put more arrows in it.
That's what he does best.
That's a definite hit, and let's see. Okay, so at this point,
total.
yep, I've done the count. Okay, yep, doing the calculations. Okay, you fire an arrow straight to the stomach. It goes.
And I should have opened where I moved my mark onto it.
Yes.
It's kind of like, it's a safe assumption.
Yeah, I figured that might have been the case, but yeah, I should have double checked. Either way, you flunk the arrow into it, it hisses, but it's still on its feet. You're just gonna.
One more for luck.
Unfortunately, that's a miss. As you fire the next arrow, it just sort of bends out the way, and the arrow flies off into the distance.
Just exactly how healthy is it still looking?
It's looking pretty bad. Like, you're feeling that if you manage to get 1 or 2 strong shots, you could take it out.
Yeah, I'll end the round there.
Okay. And with that, Keldrin, you're up.
Oh god, oh god, oh god. How's everybody looking health-wise?
I'm over half.
Jean, Maldrath? Maldrath has lots of temp HP, right?
I forgot to press push to talk. Below half.
I'm still alright. No, that attack took my temp HP, but yeah, I'm still...
Okay. 5th level spell. Mass Cure Wounds, everybody.
Okay.
Everybody within a radius of 60 feet. I think that should hit everyone.
Okay.
Yes. So you all gain... Should I roll for each one or just like 1 and then see what it does?
Just do it 1 to cover the entire party, just for
Okay.
time. So I'm going to say that you focus on all of your natural power. You're after seeing Ward falling down, Jean looking like he's about to lose his mind, and the others being cornered. You just start thinking, "Please let them be okay. Please let them be okay." And along with the sunlight,
4?
you start. Sorry, go ahead.
4 plus whatever this is.
Okay. All right, you all gain
So-
16 points of damage as the, I'm going to say for effect, the sunlight you've created glows brighter, and the rays start coming down to all of you and healing up your wounds. And with that, it comes back to them. But in the case of in the case of the Earth, as the sunlight burns, Seth, you've been in the situation kind of like facing the Terminator, where you're just firing arrow after it, and it just kind of flinches, then and marches forward again, flinches, then marches forward again. Only for the upside, as you manage to push it back further enough, and just as it's about to strike, the sunlight boils the last of its skin and goes and just collapses in front of you in the park. And the same can be said for this guy, as it's healing. In fact, I'm going to say, just to give it a small victory, as this spiritual weapon comes in, it was wrestling with it, and it only manages to use the last of the strength to shove it over before its body slowly burns away and it collapses into ash.
Did you just give the spiritual weapon a pity kill?
Yeah, for all the times it's missed, it deserves one.
Oh.
I mean, I think it's only ever actually hit like 3 times in this whole campaign.
In 2 years, 3 times in 2 years.
And with that,
just because I read this and I don't know what Seth is currently, the spell has no effect on undead or constructs. So I don't know how this affects Seth.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. Meanwhile, this vampire is going to attack you.
Maldrath or me?
Maldra. It can't go anywhere with
God.
Oh, you mean the healing? Yeah, that's the point. Do I get the healing?
I guess it depends
yes,
what
you
you're
do.
classed as now.
Oh, good.
Okay, so apparently he just looks like he's dead. As it turns out, he's only mostly dead.
Hey.
Okay, and with that, he comes in for the attack. You just managed to get there in time with the shield, and as you knock away the claw, you kind of let it out. As you just push the claw away, you give a... Again, power seems to emanate from you in a kind of outwards, and that sort of blows the vampire back a bit, like, and it's just like it's on its feet, but it's the scars are slowly piling up on it. And with that, Jean, you're Maldrath, you're up. Yeah, you're right. I got it wrong. Maldrath, you're up.
There's only one thing to do.
That is a hit. Go ahead and roll. Calmly and efficiently, you thrust forward into its chest, and wanting more, the divine spark flashes and pushes it backward with a small explosion. What's more, it is still standing, but barely.
Alright, here we go, spiritual weapon. For real this time, you can do it. I believe.
Inspiration?
Hey!
Hey! Go ahead and roll damage. Okay, so as you back, you thrust into the spear. The divine spark, a burst of black flame, and pushes it back, and it stumbles back, and it tries to raise its head, and as the scythe flies over your head and slams straight through its head, and it just slams into the floor before dissolving into dust under the sun.
There we go.
The pity kill did something. You shamed it into working.
It needed a little bit of negative reinforcement and then a little bit of positive reinforcement.
Okay. So right now, you're technically out of combat, but things do not feel safe as you feel the rumble, and what's ignored the voice Esther urges. But no. No, I cannot choose a successor. I am Taratir, forced to rule this damn land. You have taken everything away from me. Everything! Lucky dies in 6 days. But you will die tonight.
I would like to, finally in response to the voice, half mad say, then so be it. If I get to see you suffer even a fraction of despair, then so fucking be it. I'm gonna move over here and destroy another sarcophagus.
Okay.
Whilst,
You-
Oh, sorry, carry on.
No. Oh, you go ahead.
So while Sven's doing that, I'm going to go over towards Body, and I shall grip the Blade of the Dead, and I shall say, just in a fairly low tone, say, Ward, you may be beyond Kellenvor's reach in this godforsaken place, but you aren't beyond mine. And then I shall sort of raise my voice just slightly. It's not yet time for your final judgment. You shall be reborn from the black flame and live again. And then I
What?
shall resurrect him.
What?
Okay. So, you grip the Blade of the Dead. You feel that somewhere deeper within it, there was an untapped power that you, after spending so much time, you didn't realize it was there, but the longer you spent with it, you felt that there was something underneath that could work. For a moment, there is a brief pause. And first off, I'm going to need a... Everything seems to go silent. And on top of that, time seems to slow down for a moment as you just focus on the blade and focus on what you want to happen. Then, as of that, you hear a distant voice. Not Strahd's. At first, as you feel the energy rush, you start to wonder what's going on as, again, all silence falls over the area, except for one sound, the distant sound of rain. Before you know what's going on, you see a figure in white cloak step into view, and then another, until it feels like you're surrounded. And just like in your dream, and once again, the voices come out, but they all begin to jeer in unison. Are you stupid or something? That blade is old! It lost its power decades ago. It's just like you and the death god you worship. It's powerless! Useless! Death has no power! Death has no power! Death has no power! On and on. They begin to chant, drowning all of your senses out of this hideous cacophony. And it starts to reach maddening levels. Then suddenly, something sends the figures flying, and their chants are suddenly replaced by panic screams as they are swept away in waves. You shield your eyes as the shock waves are too powerful even for you to keep your sight up. There is another and another, until finally silence returns, broken only by the sound of a sheathing sword. You open your eyes, and towering before you is an image that is faint, but it's one you recognize instantly. A tall man in jet black armor, face obscured by long silver hair and a silver death mask. The death god, Kellenvor. He speaks softly, but his words carry tremendous power. Why do you wish to save the life of this man? He chose his own fate, did he not?
We have work to do. I don't feel he was in his right mind. We can restore your glory to this place, but we need his help.
Go ahead and make me a persuasion roll. You see, the figure lowers its head. Good answer. It seems you have learned much. I can trust you with this offer. You have followed my teachings as best as you could. But as you yourself have sensed, in this time, in this place, we have no need of mere acolytes. Not in this place where the Shadowfell has taken hold, where the souls of the wicked laugh in the face of death, and the innocent are so terrified that they would rather endure an empty hell than gamble their lives to change it. I need you, Maldraff, to be my voice in this land, to be one who can restore the natural order, to be the one who can tell people that without risk, there is no life, to destroy the undead that make a mockery of the finality of death. It will not be an easy path. To do this, you would have to abandon any ties to a mortal life, forego personal desires, and walk as my chosen herald. Acolyte Maldraff, do you accept my offer?
I shall drop to one knee with my head bowed, just be like, I do, my lord. It will be as you command.
The figure raises its head and goes, well spoken. Rise. I will lend you enough power to restore this dagger's lost ability. This blade and soul will be the symbols of our pact. Now, go forth and do your duty. Maldraff the Herald. And with that, time starts to flow again. And you feel a sudden rush of energy. Now, Jean, you're already about to strike one of the coffins, and the rest of you are just slowly trying to figure out what the heck is going on. But suddenly, the wind changes, and you turn around, and you can see that something appears to be swirling around the Maldraff in this intense force. His eyes are glowing with an unnatural power. He's holding the luck blade, now rechristened the blade of the dead in front of him, and it's sparkling and crackling. The energy is flowing, and you think you can faintly see another image behind him. Maldraff, you are focusing on this energy, calling, until the energy just builds up to the point where you can barely hold it. And I'm gonna say also, you see the energy makes one final peak, and the blade shatters into a million pieces of its power. Maldraff's eyes glow with intensity, and his hood flies off for just a brief moment, and you can see Maldraff's hair has now, admittedly, you've never really seen what he looks like under there, but Maldraff, you realize that your hair has now turned just a shocking shade of silver. And silence falls as the power slowly dies away. The pieces of the blade clink against the ground, and there's a silence for another moment. Then another. And then Ward Backbreaker only takes a breath. He rises to just feeling groggy and just Maldraff, you fall to one knee as you feel the energy departing, but you know that Lord Cannonball has kept his word. And Lord Backbreaker is living once more.
What? Oh my god!
What?
What's going on?
Oh boy, what a rush.
What happened?
You missed a fight?
Kind of been dead
I
a little bit.
Okay, I need to cinematically describe like Jean's reaction. He's gone from a mask of rage to suddenly snapped out of it. Those watching can see the companion they've known as just that. If there was ever a time to do it, it's now. Just processing what he's seen, he gets the single anime tear of disbelief and just mutters, You were dead.
Ward puts his hand to where his fatal blow was, looks down for a moment, and then where his grip for his sword was, he lets it go. Yes, I was. Oh my. I'm so sorry. I've danced with death so many times. Strahd has plucked secrets from my mind and put everyone in peril. And even now, with this new life, I don't trust myself. I feel like I'm become some sinister reflection of Strahd in my weakest moments.
Keldrin is going to march up to him and just start pummeling him in the chest with like really weak blows, crying like, you keep saying that, you idiot, why would you've always been nice, and I don't know why you keep saying that, and you've always been protecting us, and you were dead, and you said some really evil shit, and I don't know what's happening, but I'm so glad that you're back.
I'd like to just approach, like, my hand weakens to the point that the sunblade might like clatter to the ground, but I keep my grip, approach, and say, "You did what you do best, Ward. You were a fucking idiot."
And stop saying you're a monster, because you're not, and I really don't. You're stupid, and you were dead, and you're stupid, and then she's gonna slide back towards the wall and just like slide down and sit on the floor and keep crying.
Aww.
You know what? It took being really stupid to make me realize that I don't need this power and I don't need rage to fight. It was you guys that helped me fight. And I've been weak. And I am weak. Come on, you dropped me in seconds, even after the power that I sought. Truthfully, I had intended to end it after Strahd and Crowley were no more. But now I see how it truly should have ended. I can't believe you brought me back. How did you do that?
I look at Maldraff like, I don't fucking know either.
We all have our power, Ward. And I think between all of us, we've demonstrated that we have more than enough power to deal with Strahd. I hope you can see that now.
I
I
can.
like your hair, Meldrath. It's nice.
I think
Oh yeah,
this
you haven't
silver really
pulled your
sets
hood
the
back up
outfit
yet.
off.
By the way, I love how somehow Maldrath became even more metal, even though that was a really emotional scene. I would like to, I'd just like to approach, hold out my hand toward and say, after all this, you are the one with whom I've shared the most, alongside whom I've fought the most. So you have my trust, my brother Grimm. And now, what say we feed Strahd another spoonful of the despair he's caused us?
I see now your power, and I'm certain you'll defeat Strahd. But you're not the only ones that gave me a second chance in life, and in reflection now, I recall in my darkest hour, Shantae blessed me with the powers of nature. I think... Ward looks down to his sword on the ground. It's finally time I repaid that debt. And this barbarian put down his sword for good, and I made a druidic vow.
Oh my god!
Like a time-traveling friend, I should head to town and prepare defense in case of the worst. You really don't need me here. Let me reiterate, you drop me in seconds. With you, I feel I am a liability. I did think myself the strongest, but I've proven to be the weakest all along, and I think you've outgrown me and become stronger along this quest. Stronger than I could ever be. And I've remained the same. You've outgrown me. Maldrath, what an absolute softly spoken badass you've become. Worthy of that spear you carry. You have a divine insight into what should live and die, and I know you make the right choices when it counts. Keldrin, you've gone from a shy and fearful little one to a mostly shy and fearful little one who controls the forces of nature. You're a force to be reckoned with. And I've even seen a little rage in you. John.
You're dumb. I don't want you to leave.
I am dumb. John, I didn't mean what I said in battle. I was trying to make you hate me. Of everyone, I've confided in you the most. And you bear the burden of leadership despite your own demons. You're not a failure, Jean. You're not. I'm proud of you. And Seth, what the fuck has happened to you?
Oh yeah.
I don't even know myself.
Maldrath's gonna take a quick glance to Seth and just be like, "Oh boy."
Has anyone got any skin cream?
At that moment,
snapped me right out of character.
there is a sudden, but you see a burst of energy crackle in the sky, just inches away from as inches above the sun, unlike how you created. A flash, and mysteriously a doorway of fire appears in the sky for a brief moment. At first, you think you hear something fall. You don't know where, but you can't. The guys don't know where that sound came from. And then, suddenly, you see this appearing from this door, floating to the ground, one angry-looking Strahd. You can see in his eyes. They were close to what they were close to what Jean was feeling a moment ago. He's no longer playing, no longer annoyed. He now is looking at you with unbridled rage. And he just stares at you all and goes, "Have you said your final words to each other? 'Cause now you will die." And that's where we take a quick break.
That's the end of part 1. Here comes part 2. And we're back, and Ward is back, and the sunlight spell has meant I've actually turned on my light, so there's light in my webcam as well. Jonan!
Hey.
Strahd's here, what's going on?
Well, he's pissed, he's angry, and I would like you all to roll initiative, please.
Oh no.
Here we go. Straight into the action.
Oh, God. Okay, you know what? No. Human determination. I'm re-rolling initiative. Okay, 12. I'll take it.
Okay, so we have Seth followed by Keldrin, followed by Ward. Ward followed by Keldrin. Seth,
Oh
Ward,
my
Keldrin.
God, it's the Undertaker song.
Okay, so Seth, Ward, Keldrin. Then actually, I think Jean and Seth need to roll off.
Seth.
Oh no,
gets
no,
it.
no, no, yeah, you're right. Sorry.
24.
Yeah, sorry, my bad. Okay, so is okay. So it's then Strahd, then Seth, Ward, Keldrin, then Maldraff coming in at 6. So yeah, it is. Okay, so the order is Strahd, Ward, Seth, Ward, Keldrin, Strahd, Jean, and Maldraff. Okay, so with that, Strahd has declared that he wants you dead and he's looking angrier than he's ever been. Seth, you're up.
I'm gonna quickly look to the rest of the party. Are we like, is everyone else gearing up to attack, or are we gearing to flee?
Honestly, I imagine shocked expressions all around.
Yeah, pretty much. I will say he's here. I think there's still one room left to explore, and if Casimir was right, there's a way we can teleport just dead into Strahd's castle, which would get us the fuck out of here. But that requires finding it.
Well, that's also.
I think he
anticipate
had
the fact
that
that he's not
ability.
going to just teleport after us because he can do that too, apparently.
We don't know what he can and can't do. What
Well,
we know-
either way, basically my plan out of character is to fight toward the stairs, and if somehow we win, great.
I'll go what I do best. I'll put a hunter's mark on him. Well, move it because it's still
Okay,
up.
yeah.
And yep, I'll go and do a sharpshoot.
Go for it. Also, for the record, Keldrin, I imagine due to everything you haven't been maintaining the sun spell during that whole.
It just lasts for an hour.
Oh, it
ain't
just
a
lasts.
concentration.
Oh
Okay,
shit!
nice. Okay, so, if you fire that arrow, but unfortunately Strahd just catches it in the air and just tosses it aside. Like, he is also currently steaming like the other vampires, but he does not care.
We've driven him into despair. We can work with this.
Almost fumbling, Seth reaches for another arrow.
Okay. Okay, that is a definite hit. Almost in, like, as he throws it away, you just fire a shot and it hits him dead in the eyes. Go ahead and roll. Okay. Alright, so no calculations of that to do.
And I'm gonna dig into those adrenaline reserves and go for an action surge.
Okay. The last shot left a definite mark in his forehead. There's like a hint of blood sort of slowly running down his cheek, but again, he do not care. That one's a hit. Okay, so that is...
God, at this rate, this is going to be the last battle. I cannot believe it.
Don't. Why would you say that?
I said at this rate, there was a qualifier.
One last shot.
Okay, go for it. It hits it with the chest over his clothes. And unfortunately, that one's another miss as again just slaps the arrow out of the air. He has two definite marks, and you know that they've done damage. You can see it. But again, he's essentially stonewalling everything at this point. You can see the damage, but he is just fuming.
And thanks to my mobile feat that I took, I can now move 40 feet. So I'm going to move, up the stairs. Where
Okay.
I can still see him.
All right. So you move upwards. With that, Ward, you're up.
Ward looks down at his blade on the ground. His hand trembles in trepidation, but he slowly picks it up. Guess I've got one more fight left in me. Gonna attack him?
Okay, I will say this. If you get on the stair side of him, we can flank as I move in.
I would have to be on his left, because that's as far as I can go. Wait, actually, I've got more movement, haven't I? Because I'm a half orc.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got speed for it. Yeah, I can go there.
Okay.
Alright. Ward might not be able to muster any rage after what's transpired, but you can still give him a good and solid hit with his big old greatsword.
Okay.
Oh, that's a crit!
That is a
is a
critical,
hit.
I believe.
Okay, so 23 damage overall as you leap forward.
Don't you get
Come in
another
and
dice damage on that? for
You're
being-
quite right, as a half orc I get a bonus dice.
Oh, nice.
Oh boy.
So let me do the quick calculation there. So you come in and just as he just sort of slaps the arrow away, like Seth is just constantly firing at him, and as just as Strahd is focusing all of his attention on Seth as he runs up, you come in with a roar and slash across his chest. His fancy suit slowly tearing apart as the magic enchantments of the blade bore deep into his flesh, and he just growls at you as he and stares directly into your eyes.
Alright, wide-eyed, gonna take the second part of the attack action and attack him
Okay.
again.
Okay, that is a hit. Okay, that is another solid hit. As out of desperation and panic, you swing the sword across and strike him in the face, like cutting his cheek as you do so. He turns his head back. You can see, you can see his eyes glaze over, and the cold blood runs down his cheek once more. His eyes flare in.
Alright, I'm gonna take a bonus action attack from critting with Great Weapon Master.
Oh, nice.
That is not very
That is
good.
unfortunately a miss. As you try to follow momentum and go, hurrah! He catches the blade in your hand and goes, "You disgusting failure."
With
And
every
he is
subsequent
now-
strike, Ward just losing energy after everything that's transpired, and the last one had virtually nothing behind it.
Okay. And at this point, Strahd is going to use a legendary action to do an unarmed strike on you.
Oof.
You take 24 damage, like 10 bludgeoning, 14 necrotic, as he just punches you with full force straight in the gut. You like that? As Strahd just looks into your eyes as you're heaving over and goes, "You could have been so much more, but no. No, I suppose you thought you were better than me, didn't you?" And with that, Keldrin, you're up.
Hi. Okay. So Seth moved too far away from me to do anything. So Keldrin is just gonna get up and wipe her tears away and just yell at Strahd, "No means no, you doof!" And I'm going to cast Fairy Fire on him.
Okay. Dex save, right?
Dex save, yes. I'm trying to burn through his spell resistances, so...
Okay. Hey, that is fair. Actually, let me just check something real quick. Yeah, he still has the, I believe... Where the heck is those details?
No, if you can't find him, he gets no resistance and he just dies.
I believe he has the same weakness as the vampires. That's why I'm double check. Okay. 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 There we go. So others running floors, running water, stick to the high. Sunlight hypersensitivity. Yes, he has disadvantage on attacks and rolls and ability checks. So, with that in mind.
That's a save, though. That's not a check.
Yeah. Good point.
So he succeeds.
He would have.
That's the first one, so he failed.
Yeah, I'm going to go with that. Yeah, it rolled the damage, so the 8. It would have taken the 8, but he's going to burn a legendary resistance to shrug off the picnic and just glare at you from a distance.
Excellent, that works for me. It doesn't for Keldrin. She doesn't know what she's doing. She is going to panic and try and get closer to Seth.
Okay. And
I believe that's as far as she can go. Nope, one more.
Okay. Okay.
That's your turn.
Alrighty. With that, you get O2 Strahd's turn. Let me just double check some things real quick. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that's all right. So, he growls at you all, and okay, he is gonna look up towards. He's gonna look up towards Stefan and goes, "You think I'm gonna let you get away?" And he is gonna fire.
Yep, called it.
Okay, I need you to make it. The DC is actually 18. That's a goof on roll 20 spot. I've checked that one.
So the DC is only really high, just not really, really high.
Yes, exactly.
Dexterity save, alright.
That's not meant to be with advantage, so I fail.
Okay, so unfortunately that's a fail, and
oh yeah, that would have made the goof DC.
So the fires. Keldrin, you managed to throw yourself against the stairs at the last moment. Seth, unfortunately, you take the full blast and you take 33 points of damage overall.
Yeah, I don't have a good record with fireballs.
No, unfortunately not.
God, that's not your day.
And let's see, can he do anything else? Nope, that's his action for the now. So, with that, I believe that ends his round. Yes, it does. So, with that, Jean, you're up.
Okay. Can I for cinematics say that I'm saying what I say as I approach?
Sure, go ahead.
Because one part of my plans that I can enact is the speech I had planned for this moment.
Okay.
I'm gonna march up to him, Sunblade unignited until I'm up behind him as I do so, saying, "You know, Strahd, it's funny. For all the darkness you've dragged us through and inflicted upon this land, you were the one who made me see the light." I raise the Sunblade, extend it, and say, "Sergei sends his regards." I wish I had smites for this, but 2 strikes.
Okay, go for it.
22 and 30.
Okay, both hits as he flinches upon hearing that name, and and 2 strikes towards.
38 points of radiant damage.
Okay, so with that, just do some calculations here. All right. Okay, so you land those blows on it. The sunlight burns through it, and as it does so, there's a sudden. The damage burns into him, and as all of this happens, the Ard suddenly lets out a hideous shriek. You see, the red lightning envelops him once more. You've seen this magical light so many times. However, it seems to be trying to heal the wounds, but it's not working. And suddenly, there's like a, and then the energy flies off, and you hear something that sounds like shattered glass. And Strahd, wide-eyed, who goes, How?
May I just say,
okay, so with all that, before, okay, so you've done your 2 attacks, landing that damage, and at this point, Strahd is going to use a legendary action to make an unarmed strike against you with disadvantage.
double sunlight, baby. No way, Jose.
Okay, he comes in for he swings in a punch, and you just about manage to get your shield up to stop it in time, but he's still trying to push against it and just glaring into it. Just goes, "Never say that name."
I would like to from behind my shield just say, Your mistakes come knocking, Strahd. For the first time, I relate to you.
And with that, Maldraff, you're up.
Well, me and Sven had the same sort of idea, so if you permit me to also do awesome stuff, I shall move towards Strahd, while slowly removing my my robe and everything, just to reveal the amazing Death Cleric armor that's been hidden underneath this whole time.
Oh, hell yes!
And as I'm moving towards him, I'll just say, "You asked for final words and we've not even been introduced. I'm Maldrath. I am the Black Flame. I am a force of nature and a herald of the divine. I'm Kelenvor's light and wrath in this realm. I am the chill of the grave and the still of the night. I am the harbinger of death, bane of undead, and now death has come to claim you." I'm going to go straight in with an attack.
Holy crap! Maldrath for best character.
Okay, that just misses, I'm afraid. It's you coming with a lunge. He manages to grab the blade and just goes and goes, "I was the king of Barovia, the eternal ruler, and all you people do is take things from me!" And he throws the spear back towards you.
Goes for a weapon.
And as he does so, the spiritual weapon wings in and slams him straight in the chest. He goes, "Ugh!" Roll your damage.
Good God! 25!
I am giggling hysterically.
Everything that this
my
is what it's been building to. Everything that can go wrong for him is going wrong for him.
Okay, and just before the round ends, Strahd is going to use his last legendary action to move up to his movement unprovoked. And with this,
Oh, and he's flying, right?
he will be the same. With that, his legendary action, it allows him to move a short distance away. So let me just. Yeah, unfortunately, he moves right next to you, Keldrin.
Oh, he's forcing us to end him. I like these odds.
Okay, so with that, Seth, you're up.
You talk about us taking things from you. You're the one who has taken everything from everyone in this land and beyond. As here today, we end you. Yep, go with the
Okay.
longbow.
Nice. Okay, that's a hit. Go ahead and roll it. Okay, so it's a slight. Okay, you manage to catch him a slight nick across his shoulder, which makes him flinch, but not much else. Go ahead and make. Okay, that just misses. As you fire again, he once more slaps it out of the air, an angry glare in his eyes.
And I'm gonna take a quick second wind.
Okay. Alrighty. And with this, he's going to use, at your turn end, he's going to use his first legendary action of the round to punch Keldrin.
Oh God.
No, Keldrin.
Disadvantage.
That is true.
I mean,
15.
yes.
Oh
Oh,
boy.
that hits. Okay, so
My AC is 14, y'all.
Oh, right. So, he comes in for a punch, and again, he hits you in the gut, and you're hit with a burst of necrotic energy. You take 5 bludgeoning and 15 necrotic. You're still up, but coughing and spluttering. He just leans on you and says, "Get out of my way, and you might live." And with that, Ward, you're up.
No, is it my turn? I think it's fuck, it's Ward. It's Ward.
Yeah,
You're right.
Ward.
Yeah, it's
19 as opposed to 17.
Oh, I wanted to do something so bad. Okay, Ward.
Is the staircase wide enough for 2 people?
Unfortunately, no. That's one of the reasons why Strahd is punching Keldrin right.
Alright. Could Ward, from where Keldrin is, could he climb the side of it and get up to where Keldrin is?
It would be a bit difficult, as it was essentially you could climb it, but it would lead you to literally landing on top of Keldrin.
Well, Ward's plan is to grab Keldrin and run up the stairs. So that wouldn't be so bad.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, yes, in that case.
Keldrin's fine. Just.
Okay, I will say with an athletics with a successful athletics check, yes, it is possible to climb up the stairs from the side.
Yeah, that's what Ward would do. So let's do that athletics check.
Oh no!
Wow.
Oh no, Ward!
Ultimately, you scramble up the stairs, but as you're trying to reach your you're still feeling weak from the whole resurrection process and everything that happened to you. And so, as you grasp, and then suddenly it slips from your fingers and you fall straight down to the ground. You don't take any damage, but it does use your action to fall to the floor.
In that moment where Ward locks eyes with Strahd, he will stare him cold and tell him, "In my darkest moments, I may have been like you, but I will never be you. And I won't die again. Here."
Oh, we're all getting our cool moments!
Okay, and with that, Keldrin, you are up.
Hi! What type of action is it to take a potion?
Bonus.
Oh,
It's
let
part
me
of your-
double check. Let me double
I
check.
think
It's the
regularly it's an action. Some people house roll it to bonus.
We've been doing bonus this
Yeah.
entire time, is the thing.
All
That
right.
is true, because it is just a quick swig. Okay.
Can I use my action to do it instead?
Okay, sure.
I use my action to chug a potion of invulnerability, and
Okay.
then my bonus
Oh,
action to turn
yeah.
into a giant fucking scorpion. And before I do that, I'm going to yell at him, "And her name is Irina, you doof!" Huge fucking scorpion blocking your way
Okay.
out. Choke on that.
Okay, so
I bet that stings.
Hey! It wouldn't be the end of the campaign without one last pun.
suddenly Strahd gains a super form and murders you all. Oh no.
It's sure gonna poison his exit.
And then rocks fall, everyone dies. Okay.
The temple suddenly collapses. Funny that.
And with that, you chuck the potion down, feeling a strength restored into you, and then Strahd can only watch as you begin to transform into said giant scorpion.
I believe that's the entirety of my turn, though. So, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, it comes to Strahd's turn. The first thing. Okay, yeah. The first thing he is going to do is he is going to go. All of you are so resourceful, all of you. And then he's going to. He then smiles and goes, "I have my own tricks, though." And he disappears from sight.
I should have gotten fairy fire off. Okay. Oh, hey, guess what? Giant scorpion has blindside, 60 feet.
Oh my god. Okay, so you see that as Strahd turns invisible, he begins to move away. Make your attack of opportunity against him.
All right. That would be a. Can I choose if claw or sting?
I think technically yes, because either one of them is a primary.
I'll go for the sting attack and try and poison him.
Oh my god, if he takes damage, invisibility drops.
Well, he has to make a check.
Unfortunately, that's a miss. As you thought, almost as if he saw it coming, he takes a step back, and you see him float a distance away to almost towards the other side of the room. Unfortunately, whilst you can see Keldrin, currently as a scorpion, you have no way to communicate it to the others.
Okay, I'm just gonna point my stinger at him.
Okay, so
In his direction.
You see, everyone, go ahead and make insight checks to see whether you can understand Scorpion.
12.
Okay. Seth, you're just barely taking in what's going on. Let's see. Jean Maldrav, you can see Keldrin's acted up about something. You're not 100% sure what. Ward, you kind of get an inkling. Maybe she's pointing, and you think it's somewhere on the left-hand side of the room, but you're not quite sure.
Ward speaks to the animals. He knows the signals.
That's right, Druid boy.
Okay. And with that, we come to, let's see, Jean, you're up.
Push talk first. Can I, as a free action, make a perception check? Because it's just me scanning the room. Because you've allowed it before, I just want to make sure it applies here.
Yeah, this is the thing. If he was visible, I would say yes. Because he's invisible, this would mean an active search to try and find him.
Okay. Well, I'm doing fine on HP. Other side of the room, so probably over here. I'm just gonna move in closer and just scan this quadrant of the room where he was.
Okay.
Oh, I wish I could use that advantage. Let me turn that off.
It's unfortunately you're kind of very slowly just sort of taking careful steps with your blades, just carefully wandering around, waiting for your moment. You're unfortunately
I did not mean to press that.
unfortunately you cannot see any sign of him, but you're keeping your guard up and moving slowly just so that you might be the
Yeah, and actually, just so there's less of a chance of him escaping, I've taken 10 feet, 15, 20, 25. I'll stand at the foot of the steps.
Okay. Alrighty, and with that, we come to Maldrav's turn. You.
Right. I think it's time for some Valkyries.
Oh, fantastic shout.
I have no idea where he is.
Okay, so once again, you clap your hands together, focus the energy, and the witness warriors of death for someone around you and are flying around, glowing in the sunlight. So he now has to make a wisdom save. He fails, but he's going to burn a legendary resistance for this one, so he doesn't take that damage and still. He's still.
Just take half.
Oh yes.
Two down. Two down.
Okay, so he takes. So he's down 2 legendary resistances. He takes half damage for that, so he's going to have to make a con save.
Oh my
which
God!
He fails at. So you.
Burn?
He could use his last legendary, but it's a lose-lose for him.
That's a good point. Okay, I will say he burns his last legendary resistance on that too. So
Oh my God.
there's a slight nick. On the wind, you can hear it. A grunt, but the good news is he's used up his legendary resistances. The news is you can't see him.
Well, am I able to perceive in what vicinity that grunt came from? So I've got an idea of where he is.
Action to perception, I guess.
Ah, well, that was an
yeah, that was your
unfortunately,
action.
yeah. There's a bit, and there's a bit too much going on at the
Valkyries and
Okay.
their loud wings.
and that classical music bit that comes with them. Anyway, with that, we go back to the top of the round. Seth, you're up.
Was Strahd flying before he went invisible, or is he still walking?
He was walking.
It'd be kind of a waste to do it anyway. So I'll try and scan to look for him.
Okay.
Yes!
Okay, your eyes keenly follow, and you actually, you hear the grunt, and it kind of confirms something that you've been desperately scanning the room for any kind of clues, and you notice the grunt came from about here, and you can also see a little bit like the way the air has been distilled, and the fact that there was like a brief moment and one of the Valkyries, like, their weapon jutted as if it hit something and then just returned it. Also, you're 100% sure Strahd is currently here right now. And Keldrin, you can confirm this because you can actually see it.
So, you know, we're not seeing your pings.
Oh, yeah, I'm on the GM layer, that's why.
They're also invisible.
Right there.
He's directly below me, by the stairs.
As a free action, I'll call up, flank him.
Okay. And with that, he's gonna use one of a legendary reaction. And I'm gonna set Keldrin, you look to where he is and notice that he is dangerous. He actually is flying now and has now moved dangerously close to where Seth is.
All right.
Okay, and with that, Ward, you're up.
Alright, would it be cheesy to swing my greatsword from the rope in that direction?
Go ahead and make the attack roll with disadvantage.
Do I need to? He's not there anymore.
Actually, yeah, that's a good point. Okay,
Yeah.
I will say that you swing, you throw, and the sword just clatters against the ground.
I had it on a rope, so I pull it back.
Yeah.
But now it's kind of obvious he's not there. Maybe?
Yes.
Or just looks a little
And
stunned.
At that, and at that point, Strahd is going to use his second legendary reaction of the round to punch.
Punch who?
Me.
Seth.
Oh no!
So that's a 17.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Okay. So, you're keenly listening. As you say that, you thought you heard a whooshing sound, and then he elbows you straight in the side of the head. The energy follows in after that. You take 7 bludgeoning and 14 necrotic.
Yeah, I think he's found me.
Okay. And the invisibility hasn't dropped, but Keldrin, you can still see him right next to Seth. And with
Where
that,
right next to Seth?
yes. So, oh,
Oh, sorry, I
yeah,
interrupted
he
you.
is.
Sorry. I'm like super hyped up right now. I'm just like.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
This is
He's
probably
right
what
here.
coffee feels like to people that drink coffee.
Yeah, Keldrin, you see him right here. Okay, so with that, actually, oh no, wait, yes, that's it. Right, Keldrin, it's your action.
On the other side of Seth?
Yes.
Shit.
Do you have reach?
I do not. I do not. Can I squeeze by Seth?
Unfortunately, no. I'm being a bit generous about the fact that there's only like 5 feet of the giant scorpion. Like,
Yeah,
it
I
barely
would've-
fits in.
Yeah. Well, that just sucks. I was feeling all good about this. Alright. So he's on the other side of the stairs. Can I... I can't even grab Seth and move him out of the way.
You could with a pincher, but it would probably use your action.
Well, I have a...
Also, it would still slightly hurt.
How you looking, Seth?
if he hit me like that again, I'd go down.
Real quick, Keldrin, can you cast spells as a scorpion?
No.
You
Right.
can hold your action until I move to hit him.
Yeah, but that's going to take a whole round, and by then he's going to be off ski. All right, I am going to squeeze up here. I have 40 feet of movement, so I'm assuming that my movement costs double for the squeezy difficult portion. I'm going to use. I have a multi-attack. I'm going to use one of my claw attacks to grab Seth and just kind of possibly like push him over toward.
Okay. I'm trying to think of. All right, make me a dexterity check as the scorpion.
Oh man, scorpion stats. Okay.
Yo.
D20 plus 1.
Scorpion pitch.
Yup. So whatever this is, plus 1.
Okay.
Oh.
I will say that you managed to grab him. However, I'm gonna need you to roll damage as he's as in your panic, you do clap a little hard. You do manage to get Seth to where he needs to be.
This is the first time I'm being a giant scorpion, so take this damage. Take this damage.
Okay, hang on, attack roll. Okay, that's good. Seth, as you'll read for this damage, you then feel something really painful clamp around your chest, and just before you have just enough time to process that a giant scorpion is lifting you up with its pincer, dropping you to where Ward is, leaving you to crumple on the ground.
You're really starting to bug me.
Sorry, ma'am. And then I'm going to scriddle closer to Strahd and unload with the second claw and the stinger, and if I hit with the claw, he's grappled.
Okay, make an attack with disadvantage.
I can see him.
No, you can see him. You can see him, so regular attack. Unfortunately, the claw misses as you go into swipe and Strahd just dodges out of the way. The stinger hits, though, as you saw that one coming this time. And then Strahd.
Holy crap, that's a big DC for him to beat.
Okay.
Constitution 12 on the saving throw for the poison.
In fact, he's going to have to make 2. Okay, so the first one's to the poison, which is he makes. Unfortunately, he fails to maintain his concentration, so you all see him at the top of the stairs. Now with a scorpion stinger right in his chest.
Oh my god.
My claws at him.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Can I, as part of my action, just say to Keldrin, oh my god, he's taken an attack of has he taken his attack of opportunity as a reaction? Because if I can get in there, I can end this.
Well, it's his turn now, so
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if you took your... Oh, yeah, that's true. I just need space to attack him is all.
Okay, so it's 8 piercing, which is... Also,
Sorry,
correct me
guys,
if
I'm
I'm
freaking
wrong.
out.
So... Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I think everyone is deep down. Just to double check, are you... do the beast... Are you at the level where beast counts as magic, or is this regular block?
yes, this is magic.
Okay, so... I'm just doing calculate.
Does Strahd need to make another wisdom saving throw for the Valkyries?
He
If
will
he
do it
ends
his
it- Yeah, if he ends his turn in the radius, he will.
But he is moving out of the daylight, guys.
Okay.
Not for long.
Right, so... Alright, so he is now really just growling in pain. The first thing, and on his turn, first off, actually before his turn starts, he's going to use a legendary reaction to move without being provoked, and he is going to be... I'm going to have to take him offside to display, but essentially, Keldrin, you see him go back into the library away from the daylight. I'm just gonna roll the wisdom saving throws to see if the Valkyries.
No, they wouldn't. You'd have to stop. You'd have to stop in the area of the Valkyrie, so he's good.
Oh,
He doesn't
right,
have to do
okay.
that.
So he
It
moves.
says when he starts his turn there,
When he starts, I thought it was finished.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
thinking-
and also his movement speed is halved as well while he's affected by them.
15.
My spell DC is 16.
Okay, so as he's reading for the sting, one of the Valkyries strikes him straight in the chest. Actually, no, wait. My bad. He used his he used his legendary reaction to move unprovoked out of the area, so he's effectively out of range, unfortunately. So he actually starts his turn in the library. I can't demonstrate
Yeah,
that.
that makes sense.
What a douche!
So he's effectively in the library, and he goes, "No, let's see if you have a chance. Let's see if you're brave enough to fight me outside. Let's see if you're brave enough to fight me without your light." And Keldrin, you're the only one who can see this right now, but you then see Strahd has multiple images of himself surrounding him.
Cool.
And he's just gonna sit. Okay, so with that, Jean, you're up.
The thing about me is that I have a source of the daylight spell on my person at all times. So I'm going to move up into the library, just charging up the stairs.
I kind of
25
squeeze
feet.
myself to the ceiling, like.
Yeah, I was about to say that's the unfortunate problem. Keldrin's kind of blocking the way.
Okay, the thing is, you can move through an ally, like, mechanically.
Yeah, but
Normally, I would allow that, but Keldrin is a giant scorpion.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, all athletics check up the stairs and go after him.
Okay.
Vault off of the fallen corpse of Seth.
I'm not a cool. Oh yeah, I kind of am.
I'm sorry.
Natural 20.
Okay, like you don't even need to use the others. You just wall run up the side, kind of like in Breath of the Wild. You wall run, grab the railing, pull yourself up, and you're now right in the library. I'll bring up the map for that area in a bit, but yeah.
This
Okay.
entire thing is so anime, I can't.
I would like to, as I do that, lay eyes on him and say, this whole time, it's been building, and now I realize, you and I were not so different. Categorical, lifelong failures who let our brothers down. The difference is, you die tonight. And I slam my sun sword into the ground. Channel divinity, trammels of daybreak.
Yes. Okay. So, remind me, what save does he have to make for that?
Strength save against a DC 15.
Okay. He's not.
Oh my god!
Okay, so either way, he's now blind. You watch as.
Yeah.
Well, none of.
Can I describe this? Because
Okay, sure, go
Can I
ahead.
describe what happens? Because I've been waiting for this. I can't believe it worked!
Go
I
ahead.
slam the sun sword into the ground. Light flashes around me as radiant, holy, licks of whitish orange energy split the ground, streak through the air, and split the ground and erupt at Strahd's feet in the form of radiant chains that pull him to the ground and restrain him.
Okay. So you now see all four images of Strahd are encompassed by these chains. They struggle to the ground. He struggles against it. He's just angrily snapping at you at this point.
I was waiting this whole time to use that on Strahd.
Oh man. Okay, so you are back in the library.
I'm right on him. Oh my god.
Yeah, you had just enough movement to make it there. So, just gonna move you roughly to where you were previously. So I'll say you're all about here-ish. Keldrin, you're down here, and I'm gonna make you slightly bigger.
Only slightly, though.
Okay, and
This is so epic.
alrighty, and with that, Maldraff, you're...
So what's the situation with Seth? Is he down?
No, I'm just down the stairs.
Oh, okay, right, that's fine. In that case, I'm not gonna be able to see him from where I am, so I'm gonna just. I'm just gonna have to do my best to get past Keldrin. And as I'm moving up the stairs, I'm just gonna call to Strahd. It's like, you can't outrun death, Strahd.
You know what the beauty part of Trammels of Daybreak is? He has, if he breaks it, it's his whole turn.
Oh,
Do I have to make a check to get past Keldrin, or is it just...
Unfortunately, well, you can, if you want to, you can try using an athletics check to leap over Keldrin, but the DC will be high.
I have a yellow dot on me.
Oh yeah, that's just to remind me that you still have the Valkyries up.
Ah, okay. Well, Keldrin will most likely move next turn, so I'll just, wait patiently
Slowly,
behind her.
menacingly walk up.
Okay, with that, Seth, you're up.
Can I attempt to sort of, maybe acrobatically go up the stairs, and I'd have to go on the banisters or something, tiptoe along them, sort of thing.
Okay, yeah, make me an acrobatics check.
Parkour.
Let's see. 14. I will say, for that roll, you run up and you just about manage to get in front of Eldrin before you suddenly start feeling your balance going, and you have to leap off or else risk falling back down the stairs again.
Does that give me enough to get eyes on Strahd?
I would say so, yes.
And in that case, I'll try and pepper him with an arrow.
I mean, the banister would give him cover, but you have the feat that basically ignores that. That hits. Okay. You fire an arrow at the pin target, pretty much almost hitting him in exactly the same point as the mark he originally had. So, with that, that is, let's see.
I will say mirror image, because he does have that up even though he's restrained.
He has to make a roll.
Having said that, he's restrained, so you are firing at advantage. I will say that.
Okay. So, I believe that hits one of... Yeah, that hits one of the mirror images, so that disappears instead. But, oh yeah, I forgot to add that mark. So yeah, he has 2 mirror images now.
Okay, go for my last shot.
At advantage, because Travels of Daybreak is awesome.
Well, no, sharpshooter in that case.
Oh.
How very balanced.
Okay, oh, and with that, you do actually manage to hit him directly, rather than...
Oh my god, he's gonna have to make another concentration check against Seth!
Oh. Okay, so the damage is, let's see...
18.
Yeah, so it would just be DC 10. Because it would be half damage. Otherwise.
You actually manage to see through all the villages and fire straight. Actually, this time around, you hit him in the exact same mark. At disadvantage because of everything that's going on. So, that's still a 17 though. So, the mirror images flicker but still stay up. But he's, all of the images are now looking rough and his eyes are blazing at you with anger. And with that, Ward, you're up.
Ward sees everyone doing these amazing athletic feats and grumbles under his breath slightly. Could he attempt to use his sword on a rope as a makeshift grappling hook and throw it over the rails and pull himself up on the rope?
Go ahead.
It's real loose.
And make me a dex check with disadvantage.
A dex check with disadvantage, you say? This is going to be awesome.
If I get
Either
hit with
way.
my sword-
That could have been much worse.
You swing this and start swinging around like a grappling hook and throw it. Seth, you managed to hit Strahd. Your focus is only broken for just a moment as you hear a cling next behind you as the sword hits the banister and then slides back down.
Hey Ward, do you want to ride a scorpion?
Okay, that's brilliant.
That's a very twisted scene from Frozen.
Do you want to ride a scorpion?
That's from the director.
Doesn't have to be a scorpion.
Kill a vampire on the floor.
So, just for bookkeeping, Strahd is looking real bad, right?
He's looking pretty rough. Yeah, the damage is starting to pile up.
Okay, that's nothing that is absolutely nothing that 40 damage from the Sunblade can't fix.
Ward makes himself and Keldrin some sort of heavy metal cover art.
Yes!
So, you having that, you suddenly get a twisted idea and you run up the stairs and Keldrin. You're then suddenly taken by surprise as a half-orc carapace.
Okay.
Like, Ward, I should mention that because, Ward, you don't know what sound the scorpions make, so you think that what you think is a battle roar from Keldrin in the totally 100% agreeing with your idea is actually Keldrin going, what's going on? In Scorpion.
Also, there's a stinger, like, right above your head. This is fucking awesome, I'm so happy.
Stinger the hawk!
I think instead of my mental image of Ward sort of riding into battle in some sort of cool heavy metal thing, he's actually just holding onto the tail being flung around. Yeah!
Okay, with that, Keldrin,
Hello, I would like to. Oh, okay, it's Ward. And then I would like to. I mean, I'm a scorpion. I'm an insect. It doesn't say here that I can wall run, but can I like wall run?
I mean, scorpions in real life can, so I guess.
Yes, that is true.
Just like for this itty bitty little bit of the banister, like crawl past Seth.
Okay, I will say. Okay, I will say you can do that, but Ward needs to make you save.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
no.
Nice. What am I making?
Just a deck save.
Can I like wrap my tail around him first?
Well, it's.
Oh no.
I'm so good at these.
Okay,
Yeah.
he really wants this right.
Eldrin, so Eldrin, you start crawling around the other side, and the reason I was making it is that Ward, you are flailing around on the tail, but you're like 100% in control, so you're able to pull yourself up and almost kind of do a gymnastic swing around it in order to avoid Seth, because that was my main thing. It was that Water's dangling could have easily have smacked Seth in the back of the head, but no. You managed to pull yourself out of the way and hold on as Eldrin rides up the side of the wall and is now has now gone past Seth, and you can now use the rest of your move to get up the stairs if you wish.
Hello, I have 40 feet of movement, so I can still get all the way to here.
Okay.
And I'm going to unload on this motherfucker.
It's all ogre now.
First claw attack.
Unfortunately,
Miss. Second claw attack. Miss.
I will.
Sting attack.
Oh, they're at advantage. He's restrained.
Oh, good point. Good point.
I think
Roll 'em again.
before you roll the attack, you need to see if you hit the image or not.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yeah, I think it's first.
Okay.
Right?
Okay, so I'll do those. I'll do those three. Okay, I'll do those 3 rolls separate. And Eldrin, you keep up with the attack to see if you can hit one of them.
Sorry.
Oh my god, you do. You do hit. God.
Okay, but okay, so now I'm rolling the advantage, right? Is this how
Yes,
it's
you're rolling the
Yes.
advantage just to see you.
So
But
just
yeah,
reroll the 3.
If I actually hit, well, no.
That one's a miss.
Well,
That one
yeah.
hits. Actually, let me see. Yeah, I think the Stinner's going to hit an image, but actually, no, it raises. So, yes, you do actually hit it with the Stinger as well, if you make the advantage.
Ooh.
Okay, so I'm going to say that you're into hit and you climb down on him, and actually, he now needs to make 2.
I try and hit him with the stinger, but Ward's in the way, so it's just like.
Ward is being
Okay.
flinged around, and although he regrets many things in his lifetime, right now he's just going, I regret nothing!
Fuck yeah!
You know what they say, new life, new Ward.
Okay, so strength save 19. He's not he's not grappled.
Yeah, even with the disadvantage posed by restraints, he's good.
Yeah.
We just made him look like a bitch.
Okay, you're clamping, but he's still managing to, through the mirror images, he's blinking in and out of existence. So you'll manage to clamp onto him with the pincer and get a mark on him, but even in your straights, he's slippery enough that he breaks the hold, and the mirror images are still surrounding him for the moment.
Cool. I'm out of the stairwell. That's all I really wanted to achieve. And I've got Ward on my back and we're a metal band. Fuck yeah!
Meanwhile, it comes to Strahd. He can't do anything else, so he has to make a strength save in order to get out of the bind.
Correct.
Which he succeeds
yeah.
with like a mighty roar. The whole thing, the binds shatter, and he just growls at you all and goes, I am the king of Bodovia. I have sacrificed so much towards an immortality, and you are not gonna take this from me. And he's now gonna use a legendary reaction to punch on.
Bring it, you asshole.
Actually, let me just double check something. Actually, he's gonna do a bite attack.
Oh,
I say again, bring it. No.
13. So he lunges for you, Strawberry. You're actually able to you angle your shield so that he ends up like biting down onto the edge of it. So he just and just sort of spits out a couple of splinters.
Cool.
Okay, and with that, Jean, you're up.
Okay, it's time. I'm gonna move behind him and hold my action until Ward attacks.
I think you've already got
Okay.
advantage with
Basically-
the scorpion.
Yeah, essentially. Well, that's true.
If you hold,
Basically, I want to burn through every one of his mirror images and then just unload on him.
yeah,
Okay, I will say, just to warn you, that you can only hold your action for the round. So, literally, after
for it.
Baldra's turn, you would have lost your action.
Right. Okay.
also, it's only one attack if you
Yeah.
hold your action.
you'll get more attacks if you actually make the attack action.
Okay.
Also,
I'll try
Ward
this.
is there. He's just on my back. He's there.
Yeah, I'm still at advantage, and yeah, he has 2 mirror images left. If I hit both of them, 19 and 20.
Both hit. Let's see what you hit.
Didn't we just say that you have to roll first? I'm so confused.
I think Jonan's rolling it.
It's just me. It's me being late. I'm the one doing the rolls. It's
Oh,
fine.
okay.
Okay. So in both those cases, you come down and slice, but you slice straight through their images, and now Strahd is standing there, but himself, and even now his rage seems to be powering through, despite all of the damage. And in fact, you now notice that steam is slowly escaping from him and then evaporating.
Wow, and he's in sunlight because the sun sword's out.
Yeah.
And I'm going to call down the stairs to Maldrath. Maldrath, use it! The amulet,
Okay.
basically.
Okay. With that, Strahd's going to use his last legendary action to move without provoking opportunity, and is going to, let's see. Yeah, he can get about he can just get to the door, looking good, but determined to get out of range of whatever's coming. With that, Maldrath, you're up.
Okay, I have no stats for this holy symbol, so I can't remember what it does. But I'm just going to get as far as I can.
Okay. All right, you get as far as you can, and it all up again.
Hold vampires.
I
You can expend a charge and present the holy symbol to make it flare with holy power. Vampires and vampires spawn within 30 feet of the holy symbol. When it flares, must make a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it's paralyzed for a minute.
Okay.
I'll use that then.
Okay. So you are up the stairs. You remember everything. You remember everything.
10 charges.
I mean, I could see the picture of it, but I had like no information on it at all.
Fair enough. Okay, so you focus all the. So you focus on the energy of the symbol. You remember your sacred mission and hold it forward. And Strahd's eyes widen in horror as a golden light just slowly flows out from you, and
The power of Kalimvor compels you.
he fails, and he goes, "No!" The glow swarms over him. You can sound his body, and he's blinded. And go, no! He is terrified at this point, and yep.
I'm so fucking satisfied.
We now go to the F.
Did that count as a spell? Can I use my spiritual weapon as a bonus action?
You can, yes. I'm not sure if it would be able to get to him. That's the only thing.
Yeah, it's down at the bottom of the stairs.
But it doesn't have to go up the stairs. It can just float up.
Yeah, I'd say even with that, it gets to about as far as here.
I mean, I wasn't sure if it despawned because it only lasts a minute, but I'm always unsure as how long a minute lasts in D&D.
Okay, technically in D&D combat rules, each turn is like 6 seconds. You can be a little bit lenient for dramatic effect. Like, obviously, I don't, because if I was one of those really mean DMs, I would be saying after every single one of your speeches, "Okay, that's an action used." But yeah, yeah.
It's one of those things I never know how long seconds are in combat.
We normally house rule it to be about 10 rounds as a minute, even though that's less than it would be.
Basically. Yeah, that's more
and
like
it's only been like 5.
Yeah.
Yes. So Strahd is now technically paralyzed. He goes, no, and he is now paralyzed for 10 turns.
Just gonna wave my spear menacingly at him.
God.
He does get a save every turn.
Does he actually
What?
say?
No. Yeah. Actually, yeah.
Okay.
At the end of each.
Okay. So, with that, we come back to the top of the round, and Seth, you're.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, never mind.
Ah, yes, Valkyries. Okay,
I
so
wasn't sure if he was in range.
not quite yet. So, Seth,
I'm gonna move to the top of the stairs. I get advantage on him again, right? Because he's restrained.
He is, yeah.
Come on, Seth.
That is a hit. Roll your damage.
Oh my god.
Okay, so that hits. The arrow flunks into one shoulder and buries deep, while Strahd is just gritting his teeth, desperately trying to fight the power that's enveloped.
Colossus Slayer?
I'm gonna save that for my second in case I crit.
Gotcha.
And yep, speaking of second.
See, you said it.
I give up! I give up! Oh my god!
Okay, so in total, that's
Oh my god, 33, 41.
okay. So that's 41. Okay. So you draw back the arrow and fire, and go with that small mark in his head. You've been launching the arrows into because they're not magical. They've just been bouncing off due to the bluntness. You fire the arrow with such force that it actually embeds itself straight in his head. His breath is ragged, and he's literally. It's just pure determination that's keeping him alive at this point. If that had been anyone else, that blow would have been fatal. And with that, Ward, you're up.
Oh my god, if this is the... After everything Ward's been through because of him, if this is the last round...
I'll dismount off the scorpion and calmly walk towards him while he can't move, imagine his eyes open in fear. We get advantage on him while he's paralyzed, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna -5 for +10 damage.
Okay. Okay, that's a hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. Okay, you casually. Okay, you casually leap off the scorpion, leaping, landing on the ground, march up, sword in hand. How would you like to finish this?
Holy shit!
No way.
Sunlight! He's in the range of the sunblade!
Take my blade back, and without any form of rage, just calm determination after everything that's transpired, lop off his head.
Okay. You just calmly just... And the head rolls clean off. It rolls to the ground. Strahd is just aghast, watching as his body slowly turns into mist. Normally, Strahd would be unconcerned about this. His body is pretty much composed of the mist anyway, but in the light of both Jean's blade and Maldra's symbol, that mist is burning and evaporating. And as the head rolls at your feet, Ward, you can actually see his eyes widen as the realization hits him of what's going on. And he just...
Ward's gonna reel back his foot with his wide eyes looking straight up to him and smash his face into pulp.
Okay. As you raise the head and his body slowly dissolves, he manages to... You only hear a distant word. You... Yes. I suppose you... And with that, The head is destroyed, turns to mist, and evaporates. This is the end of the ruler of Barovia, Strahd von Zarovich. You just stare in total silence, almost disbelieving at everything that's going on. You start just briefly, like, you cannot believe you're just waiting for any kind of signal, like you're wondering, okay, is someone going to attack us now? Who is next? What is who's next? This cannot be. And then nothing comes out. You do not hear Strahd's voice. You do not hear any shriek or fury or any. You do not sense any dark energy. Just silence.
Ward just sort of quivers and drops his sword and sits down.
Yeah, I just drop to my knees in front, like where I am, expecting something, expecting anything.
Are there any
I just-
windows in this room? Sorry.
Nope, they're still underground.
Keldrin would like to poof back. Sorry, Sven.
No, it's okay. You go for it.
Keldrin would like to turn back into herself and attempt to cast the darkness armor.
You concentrate, and there was a brief struggle, and then you notice it appears. The darkness armor surrounds you in a blob and just begins to circle around. It's slightly weaker and thinner, but it is still there.
Okay.
After a moment of paralysis, I'll rise to my feet and just say, "Come on, we need to go outside, see if that did the trick. If not, I'll come back in here and destroy every sarcophagus in this place if I must."
Not everyone.
There's nothing left of Strahd, right?
Nope, nothing. He just evaporated where he was.
That's the point. Can I check Seth for his seemingly undead affliction?
Which one
Make
did you
either-
take, Seth?
What's that?
Which one did you take?
The sarcophagus. I've heard the voice as well now. I can return life, but only to one person. And then the power's gone. I can finally take what Strahd took from me.
I think you should do it now. Like, the less of this power is inside living people, I think is probably better.
Maldrav, you can make me either a religion or medicine check.
As this is going on, I'll just look to the others and just generally say, "Is everyone okay?"
Before everyone responds, I can confirm that as you look at him, you slowly begin to realize. You just sort of grab his hand and check his pulse and can confirm that, yeah, he has one. You then touch it hard, it's still there, and you realize that Seth is not undead. He just looks like death, basically. Like, in all sense, Sven was actually right on the money what he said earlier. Seth now looks like an undead, but he's not actually undead. It's just a side effect of the sarcophagus.
Gotta be sure on these things, you know.
It's definitely good to know.
Okay. No, but maybe one day. Life's too short to wallow in past mistakes. Hopefully it's time to move on. I guess we're not all monsters after all.
We just do our best. And I'd like to move past and say, would you care to join me, old friend? See if this is really over.
Ward gives a somber nod and says nothing but follows.
You begin to walk through the temple.
Kill themselves?
Probably not.
The other two.
Sorry, what was that?
I just say to the other two, let's go make sure they don't kill themselves.
Okay. I will say that as Ward and Jean step through, you see Exanthar the Lich, and he just goes, wow, that was a lot of noise. By the way, I did notice there's a mage caught in the trap. Excellent. I'm gonna wait till he starves to death and then take his stuff. That's the best way to go about it.
I just raised eyebrow, glance at Ward like, might as well go check. While we're at it.
Okay.
And Exanthar's just still being his usual senile self, right?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Although, as I will say, Maldrath and Sev, you can make me perception checks on the way out.
I do have a very high insight. I'm just...
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll say, as you're leaving the door, you also hear Exanthar mutter to himself under his breath. Interesting rumble just now. Alrighty. And on that ominous note, you step out and you notice you notice that Casimir is still, just as before, staring straight at the statue. Just standing there, examining it, not actually doing anything else, just spellbound to it.
Can we just, grab him and drag him out?
Yeah, I'll assist in that if she wants to do it. I had such a huge speech planned for him after Ward died, but now Ward's back.
Okay. With enough of you, I'll throw needed the check. You just sort of grab Casimir and drag him to the next room, or at least a lot here out of range. So he goes, what was I? What happened?
I'm just gonna fill him in. You were trapped in the room, and we moved on. So you stopped to ensure that you didn't do anything stupid. Strahd is dead.
He looks like he's about to snap at you, and then goes, "What? What?
You're welcome."
We destroyed the source of his power. He came for us, and we killed him.
Good joke, really. But I'm not interested in James. And he just
I am going to walk up to him, and I'm going to stick the wizard staff in his face, and I'm going to say, "Mr. Wizard, sir, you have been stupid, and if you don't leave right now, I'm going to cone of cold into your face."
Casimir looks at you and goes,
"Now get out of here, and darkness is gonna retreat, or something. I'm serious. I mean it."
I might as well see you if what you're talking about is true, I suppose. He says as he starts to walk off with her.
Casimir, Don't touch anything. I feel for you. I've lost as well. Good luck, my friend.
And I'll add to that. Whatever you've been through for however long, moving on is never impossible. Now go. See what we've wrought for yourself.
Keldrin is just way in the back, like, yes, that's right.
Keldrin, hey, it's the final session of Curse of Strahd, and Keldrin grows a confidence.
Well, confidence. It's mostly blood loss, but you know.
Okay, so you all move back here to the entrance. Did you see that Clankers is there to greet? He's been following his instructions, waiting patiently, guarding the door.
The friend we made along the way.
And it's as you see this pleasant sight. I will say, Keldrin and Jean, make me a. I'll tell you what. Make me a attack. Okay, yeah. Make me a dexterity check as Casimir suddenly tries to bolt back towards you.
Can I apply? Can I apply acrobatics to this to
no,
like
it's just a straight
leap in his way? Oh God!
Okay. Unfortunately, well, he's just. You suddenly see the Mudo call you eye. You slip and almost fall all over, allowed him to get away. Unfortunately, he's not a very acrobatic dude. So, Keldrin, you actually managed to grab him by the leg and stuff. Let go! This is my chance.
I'm going to wall of ice around him. I'm going to make a bubble around him. A wall of ice.
He is shocked as he sees the literal ring of ice surround him. Just.
Can I assist Keldrin in this, because I'd like to walk up face to face with his ice prison and just peer in to say something to him.
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna try and persuade him. Hopefully, Keldrin's more forceful methods give me advantage on this. I'm going to say, Casimir, it's over, and I and the Silver Stakes will not allow this place to fall again. Whatever you've lost, you need to move on. Every single person here understands it in some way, and understands what it means to find your way after tragedy. But when we recover, I intend to return here and destroy the remaining vestiges and free this place for good. You need to live your life.
Make me a persuasion check.
With advantage, because wall of ice?
Yes.
I'm just trying. I'm sorry. I'm just trying.
Gotta give you credit for trying.
Well, here's the thing. I would say the wall of ice is intimidation. That was persuasion.
Yeah, I don't want to intimidate him, because no matter what he decides, I'm going to destroy the remaining vestiges.
Fair enough. In that case, just make a persuasion roll.
Oh, sweet baby Pelor. Oh, that was almost a natural 20. That was almost a natural 20.
He just slumps inside his ice prison and goes, I have heard those words so many times. Just what do you think is over? Do you think she's gonna stop haunting my dreams? Do you think I'm just gonna give up? If what you see is true, there are no obstacles to doing this. You can destroy the vestiges if you want, but me, I'm just going to wait. I'll wait until this ice wall melts. Because frankly, I will endure anything for this chance to get that power again. To save my sister and correct my mistake. No matter what I have to endure. Even you. So spare me your pity.
It isn't pity when I've been through exactly what you have. Someday, living in the light, you'll see. And I would like to walk outside.
Okay.
I don't actually know how to stop it from being ice, except wait. That was probably stupid.
He goes, I'll wait.
I think you need some time to cool off anyway.
You know, he is a wizard. He probably has fire stuff and can melt it a lot quicker. I'm just saying. Why? I mean, if we actually manage to break this, then it means that your sister's spirit is, free and gone.
At this stage, he's just ignoring you at this point. Like, he briefly considers it, but then he just looks away. Despite his age and dignified appearance, he's basically acting like a sulky teenager at this point. He's just sitting there in the corner going,
Okay, wow. I just light up my hands with my cantrip. I'm just gonna stick my hand through the wall of ice, and I'm just gonna fucking, with my hand on fire, I'm just gonna fucking grab him and drag him out just after us.
Okay. Make me a strength check just to make sure the grapple.
What an obnoxious douche.
The sad thing is I can't even fault him. Holy crap, Keldrin. May I make a suggestion? If you get your next whenever you get your next
okay,
feat, whenever you get your next feat, take intimidation proficiency.
You try and grab him, but he manages to shove the hand away, and he's still inside the ice prison, but he just goes back to slumping.
Okay, I'll turn the fire off. I turn it off, and I grab him and I drag him the fuck out.
Okay, one more strength check. Can
someone help me with this? This guy is being a doof. Oh, wow.
Yeah, Ward'll help out, but in a way so that, like, from Keldrin's perspective, it looks like it's mostly Keldrin.
Okay,
Aww.
so you get one more chance to roll this. 15 is what you have to beat.
There we go.
Okay, so yes, you do manage
Thank you, Lord.
With this, you feel with what you assume is confidence. It may be Ward tugging at your shoulder. You just drag him outside. Like, we're just kicking.
We are taking you home and getting you a babysitter.
Celebrating ending Strahd by taking a hostage.
Okay, so you all head outside. I presume Clankers is following you.
Yeah, I'm taking.
Hey, Clankers, be his babysitter. Make sure he doesn't go back.
I'm assuming that
He doesn't take
statue,
orders from me.
that statue should stop people from snooping around too much in the lower levels.
Technically, you killed the guy that was inside it, so it's just a statue now.
No, the paralyzing statue.
Oh right, yes, you're right. Okay.
And I'll say as he speculates, It should keep out those of weak wills, at least. Very pointedly.
Casimir grumbles. But
And also,
as you-
then there's the Lich.
Yeah, well, I'll have to deal with him another day.
When we get outside, Ward plants his sword in the ground and looks at the party. Silver Stakes. Thank you, my friends, for everything. Think it's finally time to move on. We're not all monsters. And Ward walks off.
I'll, just because it feels appropriate, I'll call after him and just say, wherever you go, and wherever I end up, you'll always have a friend in me, my brother Grimm. Always.
as you step outside, you look up and you notice something a little strange. It's still cloudy. You're not 100% sure why, but there is still... the sunlight seems to be blotted out. And as you try to figure out what's going on, there is another slight rumble in the ground, which, Keldrin, you feel especially as you are connected with that, as you have a connection to it with your miasma armor. And it is then you suddenly hear a new voice, one that you have never heard before. But it's an old, raspy voice. And it just simply goes, You killed him. You killed you killed my baby. You killed Strahd. And for that, I will make all of you suffer a painful, painful death. And that's where we're going to leave tonight's session, folks.
Oh my god.
I mean, look at
It's
it
not
this way.
over.
Oh, Strahd is dead, but his curse lives on. There's still one element you have to take care of. But what is it? Find out next time.